Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll explain chapter 2 of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Chapter 2, How Your Mind Works. According to Dr. Joseph Murphy, the most amazing parts of your mind will be with you when you learn to use it. As there are two levels of mind, conscious and subconscious. You think with your conscious mind, and whatever you habitually think make its impression on your subconscious mind. Once the subconscious mind accepts an idea, it begins to execute it. This law of subconscious mind works same for both good and bad ideas. Negative thoughts are the cause of failure, frustration and unhappiness, but when your habitual thinking is harmonious and constructive, you experience perfect health, success and prosperity. Your subconscious mind is your creative mind. When you start to think and feel positive and constructive about yourself or something that you want, your subconscious mind will accept it as true and proceeds to put into effect immediately. It uses every bit of knowledge that you have gathered in your lifetime to achieve it. It also uses your inner power, energy, and wisdom. It lines up all the laws of nature to get its way. Conscious and subconscious are not two minds. They are just two different functional parts. Your conscious mind is the reasoning mind. It is a phase of mind that chooses. For example, you choose your books, friends, profession, etc. in life through conscious mind. You make all the decisions with your conscious mind. What you consciously believe will be impressed on your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind does not argue or reason things out. It is like a bed of soil that accepts any kind of seed, good or bad. Your thoughts are the seeds. Subconscious mind responds to the nature of your thoughts or suggestions and you will experience them in your life. Let's take an example. If a practiced hypnotist tells a person that she is Napoleon Bonaparte or even a cat or a dog, the person's personality will change for that particular time being. She'll believe herself to be whatever hypnotist tells her she is because she believed it and her subconscious mind accepted it. Hence, it is very important to select good thoughts and ideas that are beneficial for you. Your conscious mind observes from your five physical senses. It learns through observation, experience, and education. It is also called objective mind. Your subconscious mind, which is also called subjective mind, perceives by intuition. It is the seat of emotions and the storehouse of memory. Performs its highest functions when conscious mind is in sleepy state. Everything that has happened to you happened because of thoughts impressed on your subconscious mind through belief. If you have negative thoughts or wrong concepts in your subconscious mind, it is very important to correct them. That's why you should take care of what you feed in your mind. Your subconscious mind is very sensitive to suggestion. If someone suggests you something and you believe it, your subconscious mind will have the impression of that suggestion and will respond accordingly. But your conscious mind has the power to reject the suggestion. A suggestion cannot impose itself on the subconscious mind against the will of your conscious mind. Author explains it with the help of an example. Imagine you are on a ship that is rocking a bit from side to side. You approach a passenger and say, "You don't look well. Do you think you are about to be seasick?" He was already afraid and you told him the same. He believed it into conscious mind and his subconscious mind accepted it and your negative suggestion comes out to be true. If you tell the same thing to the captain of the ship, he'll either laugh at you or will tell you to get lost because he knows that he is not afraid about it and confident that he cannot get seasickness. All of us have our own inner fears, beliefs and opinions. They rule and govern our lives. A suggestion is not powerful unless you accept it mentally. You have the power to choose how you will react. So next time, if you're not feeling confident about something or afraid to face something, you should say positive things to yourself because that is going to make its impression on your subconscious mind and will respond back to you as experience. Author has also explained this by giving some examples in the book. So this was about chapter 2. In my next video, I'll explain chapter 3. So till then, goodbye.